Hi viewers, so welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about exponents and powers of 8th class APTS NCERT. So related to the concept of this particular chapter, please go through my description box, so there you can find out the video links related to the concept, right? So in this particular video we are going to discuss about the problems related to the particular concept, exponents and powers, right? So if you haven't subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel, please watch the video till the end, and please share with your friends if you like the video, right? Now let us start the chapter. So first of all we need to know the laws of exponents. So laws of exponents means nothing but the formulae which we are going to apply in this chapter, right? So what are the formulae? So a power m by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. So a power m divided by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. So here in this particular situation, so both bases are same, so which I can write it as a power m minus n, or this can also be written as 1 by a power n minus m. So I can write as a power n 1 by a power n minus m also, right? Next, the second formula is, so exponent power exponent, right? So a power m whole power n. So a power m whole power n can be written as a power m into n. So this can also be written as a power n whole power m. So a power n whole power m, right? Next, third one is nothing but a power m into b power m. Here if you observe, the bases are different but the exponents are same. So when bases are different and exponents are same, when they are in product form, then we can take the combined product of them and the exponent can be taken whole power. So that means this I can write it as ab whole power m, or I can also write it as ba whole power m. Next, if it is in the form of quotient, if bases are different and exponent is same, then I can write it as a by b whole power m. Next, a power 0 is equal to 1. So a power 0 is equal to 1. So this is nothing but a special case which is obtained from law number 1. Okay, so by using these 5 laws, so we are going to solve each and every problem, right? So along with this, so there is one more formula, so which you can remember. So a power minus n is equal to, so if you are having exponent as negative, then I can write it as 1 by a power n, so making the exponent as positive. So what I have done, so a power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. So in this particular case, so I can say that a power minus n's multiplicative inverse is a power n. So a power minus n's multiplicative inverse is 1 by a power n. So what is meant by multiplicative inverse? So what should be multiplied to make the value as 1, right? So this is about laws of exponents. So for brief explanation, so you can go through the video links which are provided in the description box. Okay, now let us move on to the problems. Now exercise 4.1. so let us see. So what is the given question? Simplify and give reasons. So is asking you to simplify the given questions and give the reasons. So that means what you have done, so you need to give the reason, right? So if you see the first question, so question number 1 is nothing but 4 power minus 3. So if it is 4 power minus 3, that means it is in the form of a power minus n. So a power minus n I can write as a power n. That means 4 power minus 3 I can write it as 1 by 4 power 3. So what is the value of 4 power 3? 4 power 3 is nothing but 4 into 4 into 4. So 1 by 4 into 4 into 4. So which gives me 1 by, so 4 cube is nothing but 64. So answer is 1 by 64. So what is the formula that we have used here? So a power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. Next, moving on to question number 2. So if you observe question number 2, minus 2 whole power 7, minus 2 whole power 7. So minus 2 whole power 7 means, so minus 2 into 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 minus 2. So how many times I will get? Minus 2. So totally 7 times. Now if you multiply this, so in direct way what we can do, so whenever you are having minus, so that minus whether it comes or not will be depends on the exponent value. So if this is even, then this minus won't come. If this is odd, then it will be carried as minus. So that means this I can write it as, otherwise what I can do, so instead of multiplying all this, I can write it as minus 1 into 2 whole power 7. I can write it as minus 1 into whole power 7. Now if you observe this, so this is nothing but in the form of a into b whole power m. So it is in the form of a into b whole power m. So that means, see, whenever you are having equality sign, so you can consider the formula from left hand side to right hand side or right hand side to left hand side. So both will be the same, right? Now for this particular question, minus 1 into 2 whole power 7, I can write it as minus 1 power 7 into 2 power 7. So minus 1 power odd number. So minus 1 power odd is nothing but minus 1 into 2 power 7 is nothing but 128. So if you multiply, you are going to get minus 128. For suppose instead of 7, if you are having any even number here, then this minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay. Next, moving on to the third question. So this also gives you, so how many minus are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7 minus means, so 2 minus, if you multiply, then it become plus, right? So you have 3 pairs and 1 minus will be left over. So because of that, you are going to get this value as minus 128. Next, moving on to question number 3. So what is question number 3? So question number 3 is nothing but 3 by 4 whole power minus 3. So 3 by 4 whole power minus 3. So again it is in the form of a power minus n is equal, so a power minus n. Now how can I write this as 1 by a power n, right? Otherwise what I can do, again we can see this as a by b whole power m also, no? So in either way you can do it. So what I can write, so 3 power minus 3 divided by 4 power minus 3. 3 power minus 3 divided by 4 power minus 3. Now there is 3 power minus 3 divided by 4 power minus 3. I can write it as, so since it is in the form of a power minus n, right? So I can write as 1 by a power n. So 3 power minus 3 I can write it as 1 by 3 power 3 into 4 power minus 3. So which is in the denominator, I can write as 1 by 4 power 3. So it becomes reciprocal. So from this what I can say, so 4 cube divided by 3 cube. So already you know the value of 4 cube. So 4 cube is 64 divided by 3 cube is nothing but 27, right? So this is one approach. So there is one more approach. So whenever you are having power minus 3, sorry, not minus 3, when you are having power minus, then you can simply interchange numerator as denominator and denominator as numerator. That is nothing but reciprocating, right? So if you reciprocate 3 by 4, what you are going to get? It becomes 4 by 3. So 4 by 3, then this particular minus will vanish. So that is one particular way to solve this particular question, right? So there are two ways to solve this question. So this is my approach. So you can do otherwise also, right? Next, coming to question number 4. So what is question number 4? So question number 4 is given as minus 3 whole power minus 4. So let's do this particular question by this particular way. So a power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. So how can I write as, here a is nothing but minus 3, n is nothing but minus 4. So sorry, n is nothing but 4. So in front you are having minus. So how can I write this as? So I can write this as 1 by minus 3 whole power 4. So when you reciprocate it, you are going to get this negative sign will vanish, and this comes to denominator. Now again, so how can I write this as? So minus 3 whole power 4 I can write as minus 1 whole power 4 into 3 power 4. So just now we discussed here a into b. So whenever you are having negative, so you need to split into minus 1 into 2. Here minus 1 into 3. So whole power 4 means, so we have done multiplication. So 1 by, since it is even power, so it becomes 1 into, what is the value of 3 power 4? 3 power 4 is nothing but 81. So which gives me 1 by 81. So this is nothing but the answer for question number 4, right? So likewise you can apply the formulas, so one after the other. So for the first question we have applied a power minus n formula. For the second one we have applied a into b whole power m formula. For the third one a by b whole power m formula. For the fourth one the same as we have applied for the second one, and addition to that we have applied a power minus n. So here for this fourth question we have applied two formulae, right? So two laws of exponents we have used here, right? Understood? So let us move on to the next question. So question number 2. So what did he ask? Simplify the following. So you need to simplify these particular exponents. Now if you observe the first question, so here the base and the base, so all these bases are equal, right? And these exponents are different. See, when bases are equal and if they are in product form, so when they are in product form means when they are getting multiplied, then you can use a into b, so a power m into a power n formula, a power n m into a power n. So what is a power m into a power n? So a power m into a power n can be written as a power m plus n. So here all these problems are related to this formula. Okay, let us see these. So question number 1. So if you observe, all the bases are same. So 1 by 2 whole power 4 into 1 by 2 whole power 5 into 1 by 2 whole power 6. So when bases are same, I can add the exponents. So what are the exponents here? So 4 plus 5 plus 6. So which gives me, so 1 by 2 whole power, so 6 plus 4 10 plus 5 15. So the answer is 1 by 2 whole power 15, right? So likewise you can directly apply. So you need to understand all these things because these will be helpful in your upcoming classes, right? So here also minus 2 minus 2 minus 2, all the bases are same, and you need to see whether they are in product form or not. Then what I can do, so I can write as, so same base power sum of exponents, so 7 plus 3 plus 4. Now this I can write it as minus 2 whole power, so 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 4 14. So if you observe this exponent is an even, so even number is there, so if you are having negative inside, it can be written as positive. So there will be no effect of minus when you are having even power, right? Next, moving on to question number 3. So question number 3, so how can I do? So here he has given 4 power 4 into, here if you observe, this is in the form of 5 by 4 whole power 4. So that is nothing but a by b whole power m, a by b whole power m. So a by b whole power m I can write it as a power m by b power m, a power m by b power m. So a is 5 here, b is 4 here, so 5 power 4 by 4 power 4. So if there is nothing in the denominator, then it is 1. So if you observe, since this is in multiplication form, so in the denominator 4 power 4 is there, in the numerator also 4 power 4 is there, so I can simply cancel them. Then what is my answer? So my answer is 5 power 4, right? So this is nothing but the simplest form of this particular question. Now let us move on to question number 4. In question number 4, if you observe here 5 and 5, so both the bases are same but exponents are different. So when bases are same and exponents are different, and if they are in quotient form, so quotient means nothing but division form, then I can apply a power m by a power n formula. What is a power m by a power n formula? So a power m by a power n is nothing but a power m minus n. So I can write it as, so 5 power minus 4 minus n here minus 6, so minus of minus 6 into 5 power 3. So how can I write this as 5 power minus 4 plus 6 into 5 power 3. Now 6 minus 4 is nothing but 2, so 5 power 2 into 5 power 3. So again the bases are same, and they are in product form. So when bases are same and if it is in product form, so then what I can do, I can add the exponents. So 5 power 2 plus 3 is nothing but 5 power 5. So the answer is 5 power 5. So the answer is 5 power 5. Now let us see question number 5. What is question number 5? Here if you observe, bases are different but exponent is same. So when bases are different and exponent is same, so that is nothing but a power m into b power m. So a power m into b power m can be written as a into b whole power m, right? Now here I can write it as 3 power minus 3 whole power 4 into 7 power 4. I can write it as minus 3 into 7 whole power 4. So minus 3 into 7 is nothing but minus 21 whole power 4. But when you are having even power, so then there is no effect of minus, so I can write it as 21 whole power 4. So this is nothing but the approach, so which we have applied for these questions. So in each and every question we have used almost all the laws of exponents, right? Understood? Now let us move on to the next question. So here also what he said, so we need to simplify. So let us see the first question. Now you can easily understand what we are doing here, right? So 2 square into 3 power 2 by what is there here, 2 power minus 2. So whenever you are having power minus, you can directly bring it to numerator by changing its sign. So simply you can use this particular concept, right? So whenever you are having power minus, you can directly bring it to numerator by changing the power as plus into 3 power minus 3. So whenever it is in numerator, so I can bring it to denominator. Now what you are going to get, so this gives me, so 2 square into 2 square. So what is the value of 2 square into 2 square? 2 square is nothing but 4 into 9 into 2 square is nothing but 4 divided by 3. So this 3 in 9, it goes 3 times. So 4 3s are 12, 12 4s are 48. So the answer is 48. Next, moving on to question number 2. Now if you observe 4 power minus 1, so already we have discussed, so whenever you are having power minus 1, then you can directly bring it to the denominator by changing the sign of the exponent. So 4 power minus 1 I can write as 1 by 4, 3 power minus 1 I can write as 1 by 3 divided by, so here the symbol is divided by what is given, 1 by 6. So 6 power minus 1 means 1 by 6. Now let us see this. So whenever you are having two fractions in a fraction. So first of all multiply the numerator. So what I am going to do, so 1 by 4 3s are 12 divided by 1 divided by 6. So whenever you are having two fractions, so one fraction in the numerator, one fraction in the denominator, so whenever you are having such case, so what you need to do is, so write the numerator fraction as it is, and whatever the fraction that is present in the denominator, just reciprocate it and write as multiplication. Okay, this 1 by 6 will become 6 by 1. Now this can be written as 6 by 12. So in 6 table this goes once time and denominator goes 2 times. So the answer is 1 by 2. Okay, so this is about question number 3. Now let us move on to question number 4. So question number 4. So first one, so simplify and give reasons. So here I am not going to write the reasons, just I am going to tell you the reason. So what we are doing, so just remember that, and based on that you can make your notes, right? So here 4 power 0, so 4 power 0 means a power 0. So what is the value of a power 0? A power 0 is nothing but 1. So anything power 0 is 1, plus 5 power minus 1. So already we have discussed in the previous question. So whenever you are having power minus 1, so you can direct, when you are having power minus, you can directly bring it to the denominator by changing its sign. So 1 plus 1 by 5, so this is within the brackets, into this value 5 square is nothing but 25, into 1 by 3 means, so I can directly write as by 3. Now if you observe, this is nothing but 1 plus 1 by 5. So what is the value of 1 plus 1 by 5? Directly what I can do, I can do cross multiplication. 5 ones are 5 plus 1 6. So this I can write as 6 25 divided by 3. Now what about cancellation? So 3 in 3 table it goes 1 time, it goes 2 times. In 5 table 1 time 5 times. So if you observe the numerators, so what are the left things? So 2 into 5 is nothing but 10 divided by 1 into 1 is 1. So what is the answer? 10. Right. Next, moving on to question number 2. So what is question number 2? So if you observe all the things, all the powers are negative, right? And one more thing you can observe here, so each power is nothing but the same. So if you observe this, it is nothing but in the form of a power m into b power m into c power m. So when you are having a power m into b power m into c power m, I can write as a into b into c power m, right? Now what is the value? 5 into 4 20, 20 into 3, sorry, 20 into 2 40. So I can write as numerator is 1 into 1 into 1 1 by, so 4 2s are 8 8 40. So this gives me 1 by 40 whole power minus 3. Now clearly, since we have minus in the exponent, so whenever you are having a minus in the exponent, you just reciprocate it and take the opposite sign of that particular exponent. Now this gives me the answer as 40 power 3. So the answer is 40 power 3. So this is nothing but my answer. Okay, so here what we did, a into b into c whole power m. Since bases are different, exponents are same, we can apply that particular law. After that, so a power minus n formula we have applied here. So based on that we got 40 power 3. Next, moving on to some more questions. Now question number 3. So how to solve this? So 2 power minus 1 means 1 by 2 plus 3 power 1 minus 1 means 1 by 3 power 1, which is nothing but 1 by 3. 4 power minus 1 means 1 by 4. So these all are in one particular bracket into 3 by 4. Now if you want to simplify this, so first of all we need to take the LCM of these three because they are all unlike fractions. Now what is the LCM of 2, 3 and 4? So I think the LCM is 12. right? So in 2 table, when will you get 12? So 2 6 is 12. So 6 into whatever the thing that is in the numerator, we need to multiply with that. So 6 into 1. So in 3 table 12, 4 times. In 4 table 12, 3 times. So this is nothing but the simplified value of this particular bracket into 3 by 4. After this, 6 plus 4 is nothing but 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. So 13 divided by 12 into 3 divided by 4. So in 3 table 12 goes 4 times. So what is the answer? 13 by 16. So the answer is 13 by 16. Likewise, if I go with the fourth question, now what I can do? So 3 power minus 2. So 3 power minus 2, I can write it as 1 by 3 square into, already in the denominator what is there? So already in the denominator I have 3 into, so this is nothing but the first term. So this first term I have written like this, into. So what is the value of 3 power 0? 3 power 0 is 1, minus 3 power 1 minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 3. So I can write it as 1 by 3 square into 3. So 3 square is 9, 9 3s are 27. So it is nothing but 27 into, what is the value of 1 minus 1 by 3? So 1 minus 1 by 3 is nothing but 2 by 3. I can write it as 2 divided by 27 3s are. So what is the value of 27 3s? It is nothing but 81. So the simplified answer for this question is 2 divided by 81. Now 2 more questions related to this concept. So 1 plus 2 power minus 1 is nothing but I can write as 1 by 2. 3 power minus 1 I can write it as 1 by 3, plus 4 power 0 I can write it as, so what is the value of 4 power 0? So 4 power 0 is nothing but, so anything power 0 is 1 only, no, right? So from that what I can write here? 1. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2 plus, so since these two are unlike fractions, so I need to take the LCM of these two, then I need to add them. So LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. Since product of the numbers is nothing but LCM, so directly I can cross multiply. So this I can write as 3 plus 2. So 2 plus 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. 5 divided by 6. What is the value that we are going to get? 6 2s are 12. 12 plus 5 is nothing but 17 divided by 6. So this is nothing but the answer for this question. Next question. So now we have a problem related to a power m whole power n formula. So till now we did not get that. So a power m whole power n. So a power m whole power n, I can write it as a power mn. That means I can write it as 3 by 2 whole power minus 2 into 2. So what I am going to get? 3 by 2 whole power minus 4. Now observe here. So exponent is minus now. So if you want to make it as plus, I need to reciprocate the value. So 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3 whole power 4. Now 2 by 3 whole power 4. Again it is in the form of a by b whole power m now. I can write as a by b power m. 4 is nothing 16. 3 power 4 is nothing but 81. So the answer is 16 divided by 81. Now few more questions so related to this. Now question number 1 in 5th question. So how can I read this as? So 3 square is nothing but 9 minus 2 square is nothing but 4 whole divided by how much? So it is nothing but 1 by 5 whole square. Now what is the value of 9 minus 5? So 9 minus 4 is nothing but 5. See here in the denominator we are having a fraction, right? In the denominator we are having a fraction. So whenever you are having in the denominator a fraction, so when you want to bring it to numerator, so you need to write its reciprocal and multiply. Understood? So whenever you are having a fraction in the denominator of a fraction, so if you want to bring it to numerator, so simply reciprocate and multiply. So whole squared. Now if there is nothing, so that means it has 1 in the denominator. So 5 into 5 is nothing but 5 squared. So 5 squared whole square. Now what is the value that it is giving? So a power m whole power n. So a power m whole power m can be written as a power n into n. So 5 power 4. So the answer is 5 power 4. So this is nothing but the simplified answer for first bit. Next, moving on to question number 2. Now how can I write this as 5 power 2 whole power 3 into 5 power 4 whole divided by 5 power 6. Now if you observe this particular thing, so a power m whole power n. So a power m whole power n can be written as 5 power 2 into 3 into 5 power 4 divided by 5 power 6. Now 5 power 2 into 3 is nothing but 5 power 6 into 5 power 4 divided by 5 power 6. So in the numerator 5 power 6 is present, in the denominator also we have 5 power 6. So on cancelling them, what I am going to get? 5 power 4. So this is nothing but my answer, right? Next, question number 6. So what is given? So find the value of n in each of the following. So there are 3 questions related to this. So we are going to solve one by one. If you observe this, bases are equal, right? So if bases are equal, what I can say? And they are in product form, so directly I can add the exponents. So 2 by 3 whole power 3 plus 5 is equal to, on the right hand side what do we have? 2 by 3 whole power n minus 2. Now how can I write this as 2 by 3 whole power 8 is equal to 2 by 3 whole power n minus 2. Now if you observe left hand side and right hand side, so they are having only single terms, right? And that too, in this equation both the bases are same. In an equation, so whenever you are having equation, if bases are equal, on left hand side if you have only one term and right hand side also if you have one term, and if their bases are equal, then automatically exponents also will be equal. So that means, so from this what I can say? This 8 is equal to n minus 2. 8 is equal to n minus 2. So here again we are going to use the concept of linear equation in one variable. Okay, so from this, so this minus 2 I will be transposing to the left hand side. So n is equal to, already 8 is present on left hand side, so this minus 2 becomes plus 2. So it becomes 10. So n is equal to 10. So the value of n is nothing but 10, right? One more question. If you observe here, bases are same and they are in product form, then what I can do on left hand side? So I can write as minus 3 n plus 1 5. So when bases are same, I can add the exponents. So minus 3 whole power minus 4. Now I can write as minus 3 whole power n plus 6 is equal to minus 3 whole power minus 4. Again if you observe, so these are in equation form, and one more thing is bases are equal. So whenever the bases are equal, exponents are also equal. So what we can say? In an equation, if bases are equal, exponents are also equal. So from this what I can say? N plus 6 is equal to minus 4. So this transpose it minus 4 so n is equal to minus 10. So the answer is n is equal to minus 10, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So first write it in the normal form. So 7 power 2n plus 1 divided by, how can I write 49 as? So 49 I can write it as 7 square, right, is equal to 7 power 3. Now if you observe, so this is nothing but division, right? In division, so we are having both the bases are same. So when bases are same, directly exponents will be subtracted. Now how can I write this as 7 power 2n plus 1 minus 2. That means a power m by a power n, I can write it as a power m minus n is equal to 7 power 3. Now from it as 7 2n minus 1 equal to 7 power 3. When bases are same in an equation, clearly what I can say, exponents are equal. So 2n minus 1 is equal to 3. I need to transpose this minus to the other side, then I will get 2n is equal to 3 plus 1. So from this, n is equal to 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4 divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is nothing but 2. So the value of n is 2 here. Next, you need to find the value of x if the condition is given like this. So clearly what I can say here, so I know that 2 power minus 3, so 2 power minus 3 I can write it as 1 by 2 power 3. 2 power minus 3 I can write it as 1 by 2 power 3, but it is given that it is equal to 1 by 2 power x. So if you observe these two are equal, no? So when these two are equal, so what I can do, I can directly cross multiply. So 2x power 1 is equal to, so 2 power x into 1 is equal to 2 power x is equal to 2 power 3 into 1 is nothing but 2 power 3. Now this is nothing but in my equation form where bases are equal. So when bases are equal, exponents also should be equal. So the value of x is nothing but 3. The value of x is 3. Now let's see this question. 3 by 4 whole power minus 2 divided by 4 by 5 whole power minus 3 into 3 by 5 whole power minus 2. Now if solve this question, so how can we simplify this? So whenever you are having power minus 2, so first of all let us write this in the given form. So 3 power 4 whole power minus 2 divided by 4 by 5 whole power minus 3 into 3 by 5 whole power minus 2. So let's see this first. So whenever you are having negative power, what we have said, so we can directly reciprocate the value. So 3 by 4 becomes 4 by 3 whole power 2 divided by 4 by 5 whole power minus 3 can be written as 5 by 4 whole power 3 into 3 by 5 whole power minus 2 can be written as 5 by 3 whole power 2, right? Now this 4 by 3 whole square can be written as 4 square by 3 square in the numerator, right? So I can write in the numerator itself 5 square by 3 square into this denominator term. I am going to bring it to numerator. So how can I bring it to numerator? By reciprocating, right? So how can I do this as? So this I can write as 4 cube by 5 cube. Now this 5 square in 5 cube gets cancelled 5 times, because here power 2, here power 3. That means here we have 2 5s, here we are having 3 5s, right? Now whatever the thing that is left, that we are going to write. So 4 square into 4 cube. So 4 square into 4 cube is nothing but 4 power 5 divided by 3 square into 3 square is nothing but 3 power 4 into what is the thing that is left? 5. So if you want, you can simplify, otherwise you can leave it as it is, right? Next, moving on to question number 9. So in this particular question, so what he has asked is, so he has given different expressions. So here what we need to do is, so we need to substitute these values of m and n in the expressions, and you need to find the value, right? Now let us see the first question. What he has given, 9m square minus 10n cube. Now substitute the value. So 9 into, what is the value of m? M is nothing but 3. So 3 square minus 10 into n cube, which is nothing but 2 cube. Now what is this value? So 9 into 9 minus 10 into 2 cube is nothing but 8. So 9 9s are 81 minus 10 8s are 80. So 18 minus 80 is nothing but 1. So the simplified value of this particular question is 1. So you try second one and the fourth one. Okay, you try second bit and the fourth bit. I will be explaining the third bit. So 2 into m cube. So m cube means 3 cube plus 3 into n square. N square means 2 square minus 5 into 3 square into 2. Now what is the value of 3 cube? So 2 into 3 cube is nothing but 27 plus 3 into 2 square is nothing but 4 minus 5 2s are 10 into 3 square is 9. Now if you simplify, 2 into 27 is nothing but 54 plus 3 into 4 is nothing but 12 minus 10 9s are 90. Now 54 plus 12 is 66 minus 90. So 66 minus 90 is nothing but minus 24. So the answer is minus 24. Likewise, you try second question and the fourth question. Okay, next question number 10. Simplify and give reasons. So you need to tell why you have considered that. So what is the given question? 4 by 7 whole power minus 5 into 7 by 4 whole power minus 7. Now how can I write this as? So since we are having powers negative, right? So exponents are negative form. So what we can do? We can directly reciprocate and change the exponent as positive. So 7 by 4 into, so 7 by 4 whole power 5 into, I can write as 4 by 7 whole power. Now what I am going to get? 7 power 5 by 4 power 5 into 4 power 7 by 7 power 7, right? Now from this what I can do? So 7 power 5 and 7 power 7. So here we are having 5 sevens, here we are having 7 sevens. So what I am going to get here? 7 square times, I can cancel it. The same way here also. So 4 power 5 in 4 power 7, 4 square times. So I can write it as 4 square by 7 square. So 4 square is 16, 7 square is 49. So the answer is 16 by 49.